I prayed to be able to be a mother who could not only be an example and rear my children physically, but to do one better, be an example and rear my children spiritually. The truth as far as that they will actually interact, that the spirit can actually hold you down, a spirit can actually seal your lips, a spirit can actually push you, put their hands on you, cause marks and bruises and things like that. And before we knew any of that, we had so many different encounters with the spiritual realm that I think that was one of the many different occurrences that caused us to really start searching and digging deep and trying to figure out how people actually dealt with things like this, and start coming across a lot of adult literature speaking about different exorcisms or demonic possession or demonic encounters. We've seen a lot of it from an adult perspective, but we didn't see anything from a child perspective. We didn't see anything on how parents were successful in making sure that their children weren't being attacked at night. When our children were experiencing these things, first starting with our oldest son, and then it went on down the line until we got to our daughter. When we started seeing this, it was very surreal, because we didn't find anything that would show us how to actually keep them from being attacked. There was nothing out there. It was nothing out there. It all came from the angle of the adult, and that's what got me thinking, like, you mean to tell me I'm gonna have to wait until my child is an adult to be able to help them? Nah, that don't make sense. I remember being terrorized and tormented at a young age. It seems like that's when it starts. It starts there, and then your life spirals out of control. So I look inside the crib, and my son is sitting there, and he's asleep. He's making this noise, he's screaming, and his eyes are closed. I'm looking at him like, hey, Demore, mommy's right here, it's okay. And I reach down and try to grab him out of the crib, and he's like stiff, like a cinder block. I cannot pick him up. He is this heavy. Mind you, Demore's only about 9 months old. This started happening when he was about 6 months old, but it progressed the older that he got. So at 9 months old, he's screaming, he's hollering. It's like something's attacking my baby. I don't know what it is, but I can't get it off. I can't see anything. So I'm sitting here grabbing him, and I'm trying to pull him. I'm trying to push on him, trying to get him to open his eyes. I take my fingers and I'm trying to push his eyelids back, but his eyes were sealed shut. When I say shut, y'all, I'm talking about like shut. Something invisible was holding his eyes closed. And so my heart starts pounding. I start feeling adrenaline rushing through my veins. And I can also smile and know that in that same process, calling out on the name of Jesus, I was able to see the Father move. Even though I was, unaware of what to say and what to do, screaming Jesus alone was enough to get whatever invisible beings was holding on to my son to release. And when I saw that, I screamed Jesus again. And I start screaming for my husband, when he hears. I end up getting up out of the bed and running into the room. and I opened the door, and